Hello, welcome back to Caught Above the Curts. I'm continuing my videos now on the Thames and Severn, as part of the Cotswold Canal network. I've done some other videos further up, but I kind of stopped here a while back and never carried on. Various things meant I've not come down here over other commitments for different canals and stuff. But we're on the site now here of Arundel aqueduct. Behind us is a park which has been very well done. The canal line actually used to run directly through here and across and join up where the road is now. I'll cover that in the last video, so I won't go too hard, but this park is very pretty, a former rubbish dump in fact. So this aqueduct, which is actually just here, you can't blink if you and you'll miss it. It runs across to the sort of corner over there, and then underneath here it's a siphon aqueduct. So if you haven't watched my other videos, just a quick recap. It works as suggested. Water comes in on one side, and because it's too high in the stream to go under or into the canal, you siphon it, so you drop it down lower, pull it up, and then it comes out on the other side, and the water running through it creates a siphon, which you do if you're trying to siphon a fuel tank or something like that, and pulls itself through. So if you've never walked down here before, it's a really beautiful stretch of canal. Either side of Stroud there's a few miles. You come off the Stroudwater down by Bowbridge Lock, and where the old basin was. You come up onto the Thames and Severn. So it's actually two canals along here, which have kind of come under one banner now in the Cotswold Canals. But there's certainly sort of down on the Stroudwater and Ebley, and areas like that, down through Stonehouse is very picturesque. You've then got the missing mile just happening there. Well, missing mile is one section. There's about 4 miles of canal being restored, which is part of several grants to get it ready. What's phase 1B up there, which is started now. Is in the process of being started, which will join the canal onto the national network. It's about a £25 million project, and I think this section up here to get this all done was another 10 million or so, maybe a bit more. There's about £19 million being spent on bridges, locks and gates and stuff. There's a few million there which covers volunteer stuff. Volunteering obviously they don't get paid, but there's still upkeep of kit and all that lot you need for it as well. And then various other things as well, which come into the costs. But it's very beautiful, this whole canal. There's lots to see, lots of bridges, especially this end. It's full of bridges and locks and spillways and all sorts. So just up from there now is Bowbridge. So you've got Bowbridge, you've got Bowbridge Lock and Bowbridge Spillway. It's quite unique, this bit, for various reasons. You've got the River Frome running up the side. You've got the railway just up in the embankment there. You've obviously got the canal. You've got a bridge which has been restored. It was filled in originally to widen it some years ago, but it is the original bridge there. So they've in 2015 they started to remove the road widening infill, and they reinstated the missing parapet and the canal channel. That was completed in July 2017. And the bridge is now single lane and works on a priority system. It's quite nice here because you walk between the river and the canal on each side, and then you've got to drop down. It's quite low underneath this pipe, and you won't get bikes down there because there's steps. But there are alternative routes which are a bit easier. Still steps, but it is easier. So you'll see videos of Perseverance that might crop up into here. I'm going to do a separate video as well. But I was at a restoration conference for volunteers up at Stroud Brewery, and they took the boat up there for the first time in 50 years. Like I said, dredging work is happening up here at the moment. So I followed it down. So the actual boat footage, if it is in, will be in random places because it's backwards. So this is one of 44 locks on the canal. You probably won't believe it, but there's 1 million bricks in here, which includes, there's a brick bottom which is curved. There's a decent information signs all the way to tell you all of this. So they're curved for sort of strength and stuff as well. It was completed in 2015, but there were a few more bits that needed to be done. between the tail of the lock and the bridge, which was completed in 2016. It's the third lock on the flight, between Bowbridge and the former Brimscombe port. It holds about 500,000 litres of water. They're wide locks here because they took the Severn Trows, which were 15-foot wide boats rather than the standard 7-foot narrow boat, or the Thames barges, which were further up, which were only sort of 12-foot wide. This also makes this very unique here, especially how close you can get to it. So this is a circular spillway. There's a few of them on the canal. There's one up near Ebley, and I think there's one further. I think there might be 3 in total, and one further up. The water comes out for a point over here, so you can see the flow. It should be before here, won't it? It'll be here somewhere. Comes up around the outer circle, then overflows. There's an inner circle wall there, if you can see it, and then drops down into there, and then goes below the lock. So this canal has been restored by several groups. They formed a sort of partnership. You've got Cotswold Canals Connected, Cotswold Canals Trust. You've got Stroud District Council, who have been massive in helping this happen. You've got money coming in from the Heritage Lottery funds. You've got Gloucester County Council involved. There's also several owners of different parts of this who are all involved as well. It wouldn't have happened without all the help, and especially the support of the council, which is quite pivotal in these things. You can't restore a canal without support from the local council, as some other trusts are finding right now. This whole canal is just bursting with nature. It's a really good way to show you what can be done. You've got built up areas back there. You've got areas which have restored masses of industrial heritage, factories, mills, and all that lot. You've got this water, green and blue corridor. You saw the swans just in that last clip. And you've got, I don't know how well you can see this. You've got, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think, maybe 10 ducklings. Mummy and Daddy Duck there. You've got water voles in here. You've got so much stuff going on. I can see more ducklings over there. This wouldn't have been possible without the canal restoration. There's a lot of people that come along and say it destroys habitat digging this canal out. But yes, it does short term, very short term. But you look what you've got now. You've got water, which is bird life, fish life. Everything comes here to drink. You've got the woods surrounding it. You've got everything you need to create a viable habitat. There's a massive group of water voles in here as well, which I'm not too sure whereabouts they are on the canal. I know there's a lot of photographers out at the moment because otters and water voles are both down here. It's quite a good indication of the quality of the area for habitat, because things like that don't come unless it's good. Right, anyway, I'm ranting enough about that. If you're in a council anywhere and you've got a canal running through your land, think what you can do. That's all I'm saying. I'll end it here though. I want to do a couple of videos up here so they continue. But thanks for watching. Please do click the like and subscribe, click the bell button to see about my future videos, and have a good day.